Chosen one, listen to me and listen closely, because what you're hearing right now is not just another message. This is not background noise. God said this is not a drill. You have crossed into territory that even heaven is watching with intensity. You've gone further than anyone imagined, further than was expected of you in this season. And now, everything around you is preparing to move, and it will move quickly. It is no accident that you found this message at this exact moment. This is not coincidence. You were led here by the Spirit because you are standing on the edge of a divine turning point. Every decision you made, every battle you endured, every bold step you took when no one believed in you has activated something supernatural. What you set in motion cannot be stopped now. But hear this clearly and do not ignore it. When you carry this level of anointing, this weight of purpose, resistance intensifies. The enemy does not sleep when destiny awakens. You have stirred the spiritual realm, and both heaven and hell are paying attention. This is not the time to relax. This is not the time to doubt yourself or pull back. Your obedience matters. Your focus matters. Chosen one, everything is shifting right now. Conflicts are about to surface. Masks will fall. People will reveal who they truly are. What was hidden will no longer stay hidden. And through all of it, God is watching how you move, how you respond, how you stand. Before we go any further, pause this video for a moment and take action. Hit the like button, subscribe so this message can reach where it needs to go, and leave a comment with the number 99. That number is not random. It sends a signal, a declaration that you are aligned and ready. When you type it, you are saying to heaven, I'm prepared for the shift. Now lean in, chosen one. Stay with me, because what is about to be revealed will mark you, and after this moment, your life will not look the same again. You have arrived at a moment of reckoning. This is not a rehearsal. This is not a test run. This is the moment where heaven speaks clearly and calls your name through the noise of the world. God's voice is breaking through the distractions, interrupting the patterns that have kept you restless and divided. You've gone too far carrying doubt, rehearsing complaints, and searching for answers in places that were never designed to hold your future. God's design for your life has never been flawed. It has never been delayed on His end. Yet you kept looking outward, leaning on people, outcomes, and circumstances, hoping they could confirm what only God was meant to reveal. This is the wake-up call. You've been moving in circles, not because the path was unclear, but because your eyes were fixed on the wrong reference point. While you watched others, the door in front of you remained unopened. You were never created to draw strength from external sources. What you need has already been placed within you. God has equipped you, formed you, and sustained you long before you realized you were running on empty. Now, the moment has come to turn your focus back to where it was always meant to rest, on Him alone. God is saying, you've reached the end of your delay. The wandering stops here. This is not condemnation. This is transformation calling you forward. Let this message settle deep past your thoughts and into your spirit. God is not speaking to frighten you. He is opening a door that many never reach. You're about to face tests that do not break you, but refine you. Like those before you who were stripped of comfort before stepping into calling, you are being asked to release what has weighed you down so you can rise unburdened. Trust Him now, not later, not when everything makes sense. The path ahead is about to shift suddenly and decisively. God has been patient, watching your steps, waiting for your heart to realign with His will. But now momentum has entered the room. Time is no longer stretching, it is moving. You've been given space to choose, space to return, space to respond. Now, the moment requires action. This is the final call before elevation. You are being summoned to rise beyond old limits, to sever ties with the past that no longer defines you, and to step into a future that has already been prepared. God's timing has never failed, and right now it presses against you with urgency. You can feel it. Something is shifting, something powerful is unfolding, and you are standing directly in the center of it. Before anything breaks open, one thing is required of you: a decision. Not tomorrow, not when conditions feel safer. Now, you must stop delaying what your spirit already knows. Procrastination has kept you standing at the edge, staring at the promise without stepping into it. You are closer than you realize, but crossing requires full commitment. When God calls you to a purpose, He never withholds provision. What He looks for is your willingness to move. So hear the question clearly. Are you willing to release the version of yourself that survived but never fully lived? Are you willing to step forward with faith that does not negotiate with fear, even when the cost feels high? Time is moving. But this is not a moment for panic. This is a moment for resolve. The call has reached its final note. Do not let it fade unheard. Release the habit of complaint. It no longer serves who you are becoming. Stop allowing circumstances to govern your inner world. Stop letting pressure decide your posture. The season of waiting for everything around you to change has ended. God is calling you upward, out of despair, out of fear, out of frustration. You are not overlooked in preparation. You are being formed for this exact moment. And this moment does not respond to words alone. It responds to movement. Your progress has been delayed by your own voice, by the stories you repeated, by the focus you placed on what was missing. Now the shift begins within. God is not asking you to deny reality. He is asking you to trust His power to reshape it. What feels impossible is not permanent. Lay down the weight of worry, the cycle of complaint, the grip of doubt. For we walk by faith, not by sight. Enough excuses, enough shrinking, enough self-pity. You were chosen with intention, marked for more than survival. It is time to live in alignment with that truth. When God calls you to rise, He does not arm you to remain grounded. He equips you to overcome, to ascend, to move beyond what once limited you. This is your moment to stop being ruled by circumstances and to allow God to take His rightful place as the one leading your steps. The decision is before you. Step forward. Before continuing, let's pause for a moment. This is no small decision. If you proceed without careful consideration, you could be led astray without even realizing it. So, stop. Take a quiet moment to reflect right here. Before continuing, I want you to do something seemingly simple but profoundly spiritual, an act of spiritual acceptance. First, like this video. Let that click be more than just a gesture. Let it be a declaration. I accept what God is saying about my life. Second, subscribe and stay connected, not just with the channel, as we're aiming for 5,000 subscribers, but with the flow of messages to keep your spirit awake, harmonious, and clear. Third, write the number 999 or 777 in the comments. Write your city and location in the comments. Let it be a silent but powerful sign between you and God. I am awake. I am in harmony. I am ready to receive the truth He is revealing. And for those who feel compelled to support this ministry through prayer, words, or the Super Thanks feature, know this: you are not simply giving. You are standing alongside us as a collaborator in this sacred mission. Your support is not accidental. It is companionship. Amen. Rise in faith and allow His power to lift you beyond what you once believed was possible. Wake up. You are closer than you think. The breakthrough is near, almost within reach. But if your mindset and focus remain unchanged, you could pass it without realizing it. Around you, doors are already standing open. Yet they cannot be entered with natural sight alone. They require you to look past what is visible and align with what God has already spoken. What you have longed for, what your spirit has quietly cried out for, is not distant. It is before you now. Still, hesitation pulls at you. Distraction clouds your clarity. Uncertainty weakens your resolve. This moment is fragile. If you do not choose to move with intention, it may slip away. The breakthrough is waiting, but it does not chase the unready. It responds to faith that acts. This is where fear must loosen its grip. Release the anxiety of failing. Release the habit of waiting for perfect conditions. You have already been equipped. Nothing essential is missing. What remains is the step only you can take. The season of delay has ended. Complacency no longer has permission to steal what was marked for you. This is not the hour to pause or look back. Do not second-guess your trust in God now. Rise and take hold of what has already been prepared. The breakthrough is moving toward you, but readiness determines whether you step into it or watch it pass. This is not merely a test of endurance, it is a test of faith. You have endured hardship. You have faced resistance. You have survived what should have broken you. And now something deeper is being asked of you. God is testing whether you will trust Him with what comes next, even when the path is unclear, even when the outcome is unseen. He is asking if you will surrender control and allow Him to do the work only He can complete. This is not an ordinary moment. It is an invitation to step fully into the life that has been forming quietly behind the scenes. If you shrink back now, momentum can be delayed, direction can be lost. But if you rise, if you move beyond fear, doubt, and discouragement, you will enter your calling in ways that surprise even you. The weight of this moment is real, but so is the reward. God's testing is never meant to destroy you. It is meant to shape you for what comes next. You are being refined, strengthened, prepared, and now the choice is in front of you. Will you rise to meet it? God is watching the posture of your heart, your willingness, your obedience, your gratitude. The next 3 days carry unusual weight. These are days of alignment. What shifts within you now will influence the direction of your life ahead. Over these 3 days, your resolve will be tested. Can you remain faithful? Can you remain thankful, even when pressure rises? This is not a disruption of your routine. It is a sacred window for deep inner work. You will be tried, stretched, refined. Do not fear this process. The way has already been prepared. As your heart aligns with His, you will emerge changed, stronger, clearer, closer to the breakthrough that has been approaching you all along. Expect movement within your spirit. Expect renewal. Expect elevation. Something old will fall away. Something new will take its place. God is watching, and He has not abandoned you. This is the moment you have been waiting for, the turning point that has echoed through your prayers. Years of preparation have led here, through loss and victory, silence and struggle. Now the invitation is extended. Step fully into your purpose. This is not routine. This is not repetition. This is the threshold. You have been given wisdom, courage, and vision. Nothing is lacking. The only question left is whether you will trust God enough to move. You are not blocked by circumstance. You are standing before a choice. Will you rise or will you retreat? The window is open now, not later. Now, remain focused, stay aligned, trust Him. Your destiny is calling, and this moment will not wait. The transformation you have been longing for is beginning now, and it starts with a single inner movement. Your willingness to say yes. Stop chasing people. Stop reaching for validation from voices that were never given the authority to define you. Your value has never been hidden in their approval. It has always been anchored in God. Too many times you looked outward for affirmation, direction, and support, forgetting where your true elevation comes from. Only God has the power to lift you. People may play a role, but they are never the source. He alone holds what you need for what comes next. This is the moment to turn your attention inward, not toward yourself, but toward the one who holds your future. People will shift, seasons will change, but God's love, provision, and purpose over your life do not waver. Trust that He is enough. When validation becomes your pursuit, clarity fades. But when God becomes your focus, everything else begins to align. You are being called out of the hunger for approval and into the security of identity. Your strength, your calling, your purpose are rooted in Him alone. Only He can take you where you were always meant to go. This is the moment of full surrender. Let the noise fall away. Let the distractions lose their grip. Allow God to lead you forward. Something has shifted. The atmosphere is charged. You waited, you endured, and now faith is about to meet fulfillment. What you have been waiting for is already moving toward you. Everything is aligning according to God's design. Doors you never imagined are beginning to open. You remained steady when it would have been easier to quit. You kept believing when answers were delayed. You held on through uncertainty. God has seen it all, and what comes next is not only about what you receive, but about who you are becoming. This shift is deeper than blessing. It is a transformation of your spirit, a reset, an acceleration. What unfolds next will exceed what you imagined because it is reshaping you from the inside out. As alignment takes place, the fruit of your faith will begin to surface. Stay ready. Stay grounded. Watch how mountains begin to move. Your faith is about to be rewarded in unfamiliar ways. Provision has already been prepared. The plan is already in motion, but now your response matters. Waiting has served its purpose. Hesitation no longer does. You cannot stand still at the edge of fulfillment. The moment is now, not when conditions feel ideal, not when fear is quiet. now. The opportunities before you will not remain open forever. Move with faith. Move with confidence. Step forward into what is being released. Obedience is the doorway. God's promises do not fail, but they require alignment. What was closed is opening. What felt unreachable is now within range. Do not allow fear or doubt to interrupt what has been prepared. Walk forward, knowing you are not alone. The next 3 days carry weight. This is not a test of ability or strength. It is a test of gratitude. Can you remain thankful when clarity is incomplete? Can you choose peace when pressure rises? God is watching how you respond in small moments, not just the visible ones. Gratitude unlocks what effort cannot. A thankful heart creates room for breakthrough. This is not about pretending everything is easy. It is about choosing trust, even when things are uncertain. Let go of complaint. Release frustration. Choose gratitude. This posture prepares you for miracles. You have been running long enough. Fear, doubt, and excuses have kept you circling the edge. That season ends now. What God has prepared for you is greater than what you are leaving behind. But you must stop holding back. This is the moment to stop shrinking, stop limiting yourself, and step fully into what has been forming all along. Everything you endured was shaping you for this point. Nothing was wasted. Your calling was placed within you long before you could name it. Your destiny is calling, and you are capable of answering it. Do not allow distraction to steal this moment. You have been equipped. You are ready. What God is about to do requires your attention and your courage. Challenges will come, but they will not define you. Every trial refines. Every setback prepares the way for greater return. Stay the course. Victory is not in question. Alignment is. Keep your focus. God is with you. What is unfolding will leave you changed. The shift is internal before it is visible. You will not be the same person you were days ago. This transformation will be real and lasting. Old patterns are dissolving. Old wounds are being healed. What was fragmented is being restored. You are stepping into a new season with new strength. Be ready. This shift requires surrender, trust, and movement. But when you emerge, you will walk with clarity, confidence, and purpose. This is the season of your rise. No more delay, no more wondering. This is your time. Everything behind you was preparation. Everything ahead is invitation. Answer the call. Step forward. Let what no longer serves you fall away. A divine shaking is taking place, not to break you, but to build you stronger. What feels unstable is making room for something greater. Closed doors are opening. Old foundations are being replaced. This is not chaos. This is alignment. Trust the shaking. Embrace the change. The shift is already happening. What rises from this will be more aligned, more fulfilling, more powerful than what came before. This is not a small step. It is a crossing. The challenges you faced led here. You have been refined. Now comes elevation. Release control. Trust the path ahead. God has already gone before you. This transformation is complete and intentional. What once seemed impossible is now unfolding. What was delayed is manifesting. God does not move halfway. When He shifts a life, He realigns everything. This breakthrough will change your circumstances and your identity. Let go of fear. Step forward in faith. The reset is here. Old Old ways are falling away. Renewal is rising. Broken places are healing. Dreams are being restored. You are entering a new season, a new identity, a new strength. Let the past release its hold. This is purification. This is shifting. This is rebirth, and it has already begun. What you called pain was never meaningless. What felt like collapse was not failure. Every wound, every loss, every season where everything fell apart was evidence of divine strength being forged within you. You were not breaking, you were being marked. Heaven does not refine what it does not intend to raise. The fire you walked through was proof that something powerful was hidden inside you, waiting to be awakened. You are being reset for greatness, not gently, not quietly, but deliberately. Your heart is being cleared. Your vision is sharpening. Your purpose is rising to the surface. What unfolds next is not accidental. You are being guided, chosen, set apart, not for comfort, but for activation. Not to be soothed, but to be awakened into motion. The next days carry weight. A narrow window is opening, sacred and precise, where alignment accelerates and what was locked begins to move. This is not a season of passive waiting. This is a moment that demands response. What you choose now will shape what follows. The pressure you feel is not meant to crush you. It is meant to reveal you. Every step forward during this time signals readiness. Every moment of focus sharpens direction. This window will not linger. Destiny rarely does. Be intentional now. Strip away what no longer belongs. Release what has slowed you. The noise, the distractions, the familiar patterns that kept you circling instead of crossing. You are standing at the edge of something rare. Movement is required. Not later, now. This is the final measure, not of your talent, not of your intelligence, but of your heart. Will you move when certainty is incomplete? Will you stand when fear tries to pull you back into the past? You have been tested before, but this is different. This moment asks who you are becoming, not who you were. The pressure will rise, distractions will multiply, doubt will attempt one last negotiation, but those who keep their focus do not miss what is arriving. Do not turn aside, do not look backward. The vision placed within you was never meant to die in waiting. It was meant to be revealed in motion. If you answer this call, elevation follows. Doors that resisted you will open. Paths that felt blocked will shift. You will step into a clarity that separates you from the crowd, not by pride, but by alignment. This is how the chosen are revealed. They move when others hesitate. The long wait is ending. What you believed for is no longer distant. It is approaching with speed. This is not delay. This is arrival. And yet the final step remains yours. Stay focused. Stay alert. What comes next will test everything you thought you knew about yourself. And just as you reach for certainty, you will realize the ground beneath you is moving. The air is changing, and a door has begun to open. God of light and purpose, I come before you without masks and without delay. I lay down every fear that has followed me, every doubt that tried to name me, every weight I was never meant to carry. Align my heart with what you're doing now, not what I am used to, not what feels safe. Burn away what no longer belongs, and awaken what you placed within me before I had words for it. Give me courage to move when clarity is incomplete, strength to stand when pressure rises, and obedience that does not negotiate with fear. Let my steps match your timing, my thoughts reflect your truth, and my spirit remain awake to your voice. I choose trust over control, faith over hesitation, and movement over delay. Shape me through the fire, steady me in the shaking, and lead me forward into what you have prepared. I am ready to rise, ready to respond, ready to walk where you lead, even as the door continues to open. Chosen one, if this message spoke to you, if it lifted you, if it awakened something deep within you, your response matters more than you realize. Take a moment to go to the comments and write 999 or 777, and also share your city and where you're listening from. Let this be a quiet declaration of alignment and agreement with what is unfolding in your life right now. If you haven't yet, subscribe and stay connected, not just to a channel, but to a growing community of faith. As we're moving toward 5,000 subscribers, your presence helps ensure this message continues reaching hearts that are ready in this moment. And to those who feel led to partner in this mission through your comments or by using the Super Thanks feature, thank you. No contribution is insignificant. Even the smallest act of support can carry hope to someone who needs it. Your support helps this message travel far beyond what any of us could do alone. Thank you for choosing to stand in this moment. Your purity is protected, your spirit is rising, your destiny is unfolding, and you are not alone. Amen.